Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, we will tell you why AEW won't book this missing star.
Cody Rhodes on The Rock's return to WWE.
Bayley has revealed the moment that saved her WWE career.
And a former WWE champion is down to return. I'm Adam Wilborn. And this is the news.
How's my Danhausen?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I can only do the noise. Like, I can't speak in his voice, but I can do it pretty well. Anyway, let's talk about Danhausen. He's been one of the kind of talking points of the past 12 hours or so, because there's a new Fightful Select story out on why he's not being used in AEW, where he is, what the heck is going on. It's been like a year almost since he's last been on TV. If you recall, last year they were teasing him returning on Halloween.
Yes.
I think it was either Dynamite was either on Halloween or there was a taping on Halloween, and it was like they were building to it and then they just didn't do it. It was really strange. There was videos and then nothing happened.
Not very nice for evil.
No, evil, certainly.
Evil,
but
definitely,
bad kind of evil. Like Saruman evil, not Danhausen
Is that
evil.
the big eye in the sky, or is that the other one? Is that the wizard?
He's the geezer, he's the wizard in the tower.
Either way,
and
Lord
then
of the Rings absolutely sucks.
Well, then all them trees come and batter him, don't they? Imagine
How do you lose a fight to a tree?
I know, especially when you've got like 400 orcs. It's like, oh no, there's a tree.
Oh no, if only I had something that I could burn it with. Oh, yeah.
Paddington better trilogy than Lord of the Rings confirmed. I like Lord of the Rings. I like Lord of the Rings.
What's the new war? Gladdington, isn't it? It's Gladiator 2 and Paddington in Peru.
Oh wow!
It's the new Barbenheimer.
Barbenhausen. Right. Let's.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Danhausen. Let's talk about this Danhausen story. He's not Saruman. Confirmed.
Okay.
There was a guy in our university year actually that we used to call Saruman because he was really into wizard stuff. Like there's like a weird alchemy wizard store in Aberdeen, and anytime we're out, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going in there, get some potions and stuff." Strange guy.
Weird.
Anyway, hope he's still knocking about somewhere. Nice guy. Just different hobbies to me.
Yeah.
Danhausen. Anyway, let's talk about Danhausen a little bit. He's not been on AEW television in like a year. And Fightful have inquired about where he is and maybe why he hasn't been used during spooky season, which it currently is.
Yeah.
Spoops, I hear, actually. So, apparently AEW and Danhausen have not been in regular contact for over 6 months.
Wow.
Aside from Danhausen getting his indie dates approved, and he's done a bunch of indie dates, including Simon Miller.
Yeah.
So there you go. What a combination of dudes that is. I love it.
That's a weird one, yeah.
I love it, Maggle. There were some plans for him to return from injury about a year ago, which is probably what we were talking about with the teased Halloween return that never was. But they changed, and this led to some frustration, which he expressed to Tony Khan. Bryan Danielson had actually pitched ideas for Danhausen's return earlier this year, but nothing has materialized from them. So Danielson going to bat for him a little bit there. Apparently Danhausen has been open to returning to AEW. A member of Creative had spoken with him in September. AEW believe that he was prioritizing indie bookings over working Collision on Saturdays, apparently. That's part of this whole thing. But Danhausen has also cited family-related reasons that have impacted his availability earlier in the year, although this has changed as the year went on. Apparently. Now, AEW noted that Danhausen had been doing indie work before this period, and they just assumed that he was preferring to do those bookings. His AEW contract runs until the summer of 2025, so still a while to go, but there are currently no creative plans for him. So, something that I think a lot of people do realise, but maybe some people don't realise, that Danhausen sells unbelievable amounts of merchandise.
Yeah. He's does phenomenally well on the indies.
Yeah, crazy amounts of merchandise. So, look, I'm a Danhausen guy. I'm an unapologetic Danhausen guy. I personally think he's extremely funny.
Yeah.
And I give him so much credit for not just going down the route of early in his career going, I'm not getting much traction as just like more of a straight up kind of wrestler. Here's a really fun gimmick that I can pull off like nobody else, and then just getting over it. So like, I'm a big Danhausen guy, but from an objective standpoint, right? If some guy in your company is pulling in big numbers of merch, and you look at that number of merch, why wouldn't you use them a bit more? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it's just a weird one, this. I like Danhausen too, like you say. I think he'd admit he's not exactly the game changer that AEW needs. But at the same time, like you say, he's very popular. And if you want to stop the Death Riders, just have him come in and curse them.
Yeah, exactly. Then they're screwed.
But yeah, it's weird. In a way, maybe it's pure speculation on my behalf. Maybe he's thinking, well, I'm doing all this great stuff on the indies, and all they're going to do is maybe use me a bit on Collision. Like, you want, I think, like you say, I think Danhausen merits some sort of pomp and ceremony around him. I'm not saying he should become world champion, but yeah, utilise him properly. You've got him on contract, like you say, until the summer of next year. They might as well do something with him. And if Bryan Danielson is pitching stuff for him, you can tell he's well liked behind the scenes as well.
Yeah, there was a word like going around not too long ago that Danielson had pitched working, and I don't know if this is verified or not, that Danielson had pitched like doing some kind of like underdog storyline with Danhausen, which would have probably been really good, and it's just not come to fruition. So look, I think it sucks. Not everything is everyone's cup of tea, and you're entitled to like one wrestler and not like another, whatever. I'm not regulating people's taste or whatever. But yeah, just from a pure business standpoint, if a guy makes lots of money selling your t-shirts at your shows and all this stuff, blah, 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 and he does well on Pro Wrestling Tees and everywhere else, why would you not use that? I don't know.
If you're not going to use him on AEW because you're doing your serious Death Riders storyline and all that, and yeah, you've got the Hurt Syndicate and that going on, that would be a weird mix to have that. You've got Ring of Honor right there.
Yeah.
You want to try and get more attention on that. You want to try and get a TV deal for that. Why not do something with him and give him a belt in Ring of Honor, for example?
Why not? Yeah, why not curse everything?
Yes.
Curse everybody every day. Yes.
We hope to see him back soon, but I'm sure he's doing well for himself, like you say, on the indies.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably cleaning up. Like,
yes.
At that table, with all his gimmicks and his merch and stuff, he's got to be selling bags of teeth, maybe? I don't know. Let us know in the comment section below. I love Danhausen, man.
When he comes back, apparently, his feud's going to be with poor Darius Martin.
Well, he's getting cursed.
Sorry, boys. Sorry, Top Flight. You're in trouble.
That's a bit harsh.
Right, let's move on and talk about Cody Rhodes, though. He's been chatting all about the best wrestler in the world, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Best wrestler, best actor, best pillow fighter, from what I saw.
I see Red One's been a big hit at the box office this past week. I haven't got to see
it just yet. I don't know if it saves Christmas, so no spoilers, please. But yes, Cody Rhodes was recently interviewed by Adrian Hernandez all about The Rock and whether or not he's going to work WrestleMania 41. He is. He said, I don't mean this in a smart Alec type of way. Your name's Cody, not Alec, dumbass. The Rock is director of the board. That man is the final boss. He's different from the final boss, though, Dwayne Johnson. He's outside the box thinking with Nick Khan and Triple H as part of WWE's record era, part of this Netflix era. So whether he's in the ring or whether he's not, he's still very much going to be involved with what happens at 41. He's working, I reckon. But anyway, I know when he comes back, I know who he'll be coming for, I know what to expect. But what I can say about WrestleMania 41 is keep the rumours going, keep them churning, enjoy the discourse. But I think what you will get will surprise you all. Yeah, Cody's going to drop the title to him at WrestleMania 41.
Yeah, and then The Rock's going to need to go away for a movie and then vacate it. And it's going to be a good payday for everyone who makes wrestling content.
Yes.
Yes. So, it's a slow news day today, outside of the Danhausen stuff, but I love The Rock. I am continually excited. The Bad Blood thing, we're kind of at the point where the Taylor Swift thing kind of needs a follow-up.
Yes.
Right? We're in that window now where it's starting to feel like, what the heck was that for? Like, if he's not, going to show up a couple of weeks later or whatever. So we're starting to get to the stage where they need to follow up on it. At the end of the day, Big Dwayne is going to do whatever the heck he wants.
Yeah.
It does not matter what little creative the executive producers have planned. Triple H can put all his little toys on the table. Dwayne is going to come in with a hammer and go, dong, 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 dong. The movies are not doing too well for him at the moment, unfortunately. So maybe that'll expedite his return to wrestling.
You've got to make sense in WWE. Simple.
Yeah. Did you see him, Jimmy Fallon, with the pillow?
I did indeed.
He was not happy.
Nope.
He was not happy.
We're all having a laugh. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
It gave me the same energy as the scene in The Office when they're all taking the piss out of Gabe, and he stands there and goes, one of the gang. It's like, not quite.
Very brief sort of whoosh into The Rock's brain, and he's just picturing him whipping Jimmy Fallon outside in the rain. Look at you now, boy! Oh, sorry, I lost myself for a second there.
Bloodying him up and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope Jimmy Fallon doesn't have a dog, because he'll call it a nasty name.
Yeah, screw Jimmy Fallon and his dog.
He was an asshole to the Costco guys, man. What did you do that for, Jim?
It's an NFT shill or whatever. Is it NFT? What's it called?
Maybe
Crypto bollocks?
Yeah, maybe stop there. But
I don't want a picture of a monkey smoking a cigarette, thank you very much, no matter how much it costs.
Yep.
Don't care. But regarding The Rock, love him. I still think he's going to be back. I think, like you say, you do need to follow up on Bad Blood, and I would assume we're going to get it in a couple of weeks, what with it being Survivor Series War Games, and that just feel like the start of the road to WrestleMania proper, almost. Bronson Reed now part of the new bloodline, of course, following SmackDown.
Yeah.
I like that addition.
It was good. They looked like he fit well in the segment.
Yeah.
Like it came off.
It's just like, oh, thank God I've survived Jacob Fatu. Oh, God, here comes Bronson Reed.
Big bloomin' Bronson. I wonder what they're going to do with that match, because, like, Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, they just brought the violence back to Cells and Cages, baby.
Point.
You can't just go in there and have a spot fest, right? It has to be kind of ugly now. So I wonder what they're going to do.
I was going to say, we've had a double juicer. What's a 10 people juicer called? A Deca juicer?
Pepsi Max. Yeah, there you go. I don't know. Right, okay. Bayley, let's talk about Bayley.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about Bayley. That's the song that she sings all the time. She's been interviewed on the Pro Wrestling Experience, and she has revealed that she feels turning heel in 2019 kind of saved her career.
Yeah.
A little bit. I'll just read the quote. I think about times like during the pandemic, I don't know if that character, her old babyface character, would have been able to last through the pandemic and have the type of success that I did then. So I always credit them for allowing me to have that moment, turning heel, and them allowing me to explore my growth, because I didn't feel that what I was doing at the time was going to extend my career any longer. So I knew I needed to make the turn. I needed to turn the page, in the words of Bob Seger, and just make something different happen. So yeah, transformative moment. Cutting down the Bayley buddies, cutting her hair, getting serious, getting some new music. She's got music now that's really bad.
Oh, it sucks.
It's one of the worst of all time, actually. Still better than Damian Priest somehow. You could record a fart, remix it, and it would sound better than Damian Priest entrance music. That poor guy.
License some themes. It's really easy.
Yeah, you got loads of money.
Easy fix.
You got loads of money, Chiefs. Come on.
Yeah.
But yes, hugely transformative for Bayley.
Can't help but agree with her. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So like. And now she's back on the babyface side, but that was only this year. She was heel for like 4 or 5 years. Had the Sasha Banks run.
She might turn heel again. I'm getting vibes from her at the moment. I know she's in that women's US title tournament and what have you, but I don't know. It's just something with her and Naomi where I'm like, you go bad again. But I got to say, yeah, I thought her babyface character was dead in the water in 2019. Like, it would not have had the play it had over the last 5 years, her character, had she remained this, like, come on, guys! I mean, it was dead from the I can't hit someone with a kendo stick match, wasn't it?
Yeah. Exactly.
And the bloody Bayley, not that it was her or Alexa Bliss's fault, but the Bayley "This Is Your Life" thing is
that feud was a catastrophe. That was a catastrophe.
But it would have been fine if she'd have been like, you're a loser. Don't necessarily go like, I've never kissed or hugged anyone or whatever bollocks they do with the Bayley character. But if she'd have been like, you're a loser, you only like it when you got mates and you suck, and here's some people from your past who actually get off with each other, bollocks, right? But then if she'd gone fired up and just smashed her with a kendo stick, but she was like, I'm scared to hit you, I've lost.
Yeah.
What was all that about? Yeah, the heel turn was good. I love Ding Dong Hello and all that. I think they needed those sort of segments as much as possible during the pandemic, stuff that wasn't wrestling for 30 minutes, the same match week after week after week that they did. But she certainly wouldn't have got the reaction winning a world title in 2024 had she not gone through the process of being a heel. But yeah, bring back the Bayley buddies and bring back the old theme. It's a really easy improvement. But then again, maybe that's for the next babyface turn, because like I say, I don't know if she's going bad a little bit at the moment.
Yeah, you say she's turning bad. Well, how about this? I got her first initial is B.
Go on.
There you go. Right, you've already got B Fab, and they were in the match on SmackDown this week. B Fab and B Bad. They could be the new killer bees. How's that for the worst idea you've ever heard?
No, I've got it. Make it better. Make it a trio. Bad Bunny involved in it as well.
Hey, we've got Fab.
A mixed gender trio.
It could be B Bunny instead, yeah.
B Fab, B Bunny. What was Bayley's? B Bad.
B Bad, yeah. Why not? Be Real from Cypress Hill.
Johnny B Bad. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Mark Mira.
Let us know who you're putting in the B Bad stable in the comments.
Bebop from Bebop and Rocksteady.
That indie artist that Michael Hamlet told me about the day, Bebaba Dooba.
Oh yeah, Bebaba Bougie.
Bebop and Loobop.
Yes, I remember that.
Some
Scatman John Bebop. That could have been their theme.
There you go.
Caitlyn. Let's talk about Caitlyn. Lovely Caitlin.
Her surname starts with a B, so
yes, Celeste Bonin, of course. She's been discussing the idea of a return to WWE. She hasn't been on WWE TV for 5 years, but she was recently on the A to the K wrestling show and asked about a potential Royal Rumble return. Yes, please.
That'd be good.
She says it depends. I'm always down to do something cool. If it's cool and fun, that makes sense. I'm always down for that. I had gone to a Royal Rumble a couple of years ago where there's a possibility that I was going to be in it. Ended up not unfolding. Judging by recent Royal Rumbles, probably for the best. They've been dreadful. But I have a whole different life now. But WWE is such a big part of who I am. I'm always down for stuff that makes sense. I'm always down for stuff that's really cool. Hasn't always really unfolded that way. But yeah, I'm always open to an opportunity for something to cross over or to make sense again. Always open for that. I'd like to see her back in a ring, especially in a Rumble.
Yeah, she's not been in a WWE ring since the Mae Young Classic. Oh,
wow.
What was that, 2017?
Something
so
like
like
that,
7
yeah.
years. I know she's done some indie shows like 2018, 2019 kind of era. It's really surprising that she hasn't been used in they've used everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone has come back near enough. They've even put TNA wrestlers in there like Jordynne Grace and Mickie James. Obviously, Mickie James has a lot of currency in WWE, and Jordynne Grace will be in WWE
Yeah.
very soon, I believe.
Yep.
But yeah, it's strange that they haven't brought her in for one. I believe they probably will. She sounds like she's up for it. Why not? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Those Royal Rumbles, not the best.
Can we
the
have a
past
good
few
one
years.
next year, please?
Yeah, a good one would be good. And I used to believe that the Royal Rumble, it didn't matter. Even the bad ones were kind of fun. It's still kind of fun.
It still gets me every year, but
You still watch it. And
Yeah,
you're like,
100%.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, cool, I had a good time. But like, yeah, when you have a really great Royal Rumble, it's a wonderful feeling. So.
yeah, it feels like it's wide open next year, particularly with regards to the women. So having Caitlin involved in it could be really fun.
Yeah.
I just think they seem to just sort of go, yeah, you go in there, you wrestle for a bit, and then you get chucked out. Like, there's not been that many, like... There's been people involved in Rumbles recently, in recent years, where they've been in for 40 minutes and they get one elimination.
Yeah.
You're like, what are you doing?
What's the point?
Not to do the whole tribal thing, but, you know, the AEW version of the Rumble that was at All In was class. Use that as a blueprint. I know you can't have pops every single number. You have to have certain bodies in the ring. But, like, it's your Rumble. You can decide who's in it and work it so that you can have some amazing spots in there. I think next year's going to be really good because I think you've got really exciting people that could be involved in it, not just your Jordynne Graces again, and potentially, you know, having that development of the feud, not really started yet, but Bianca and Jade I think should be at it in the Royal Rumble. Becky Lynch could return, of course. And then with regards to the men, like, how many different people, Jacob Fatu, Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, could you have just do some wild spot? Get some poor indie dudes to get killed in there. Oh, congratulations to our competition winner, Tim. Here he is. Oh, God, he's dead. Tim's dead.
Rest in peace, Tim. Yeah, there's lots of fun things you can do. They're probably really hard to book, like 30 people, but like, look, the man is, the more we learn about his legacy, the more we find out he was a pretty evil guy, but like, Pat Patterson was kind of like the Royal Rumble whisperer in a lot of ways in putting these things together. And Triple H has visibly struggled. So
have a fun men's Royal Rumble, and then The Rock comes in at the end and wins it.
Yeah, there you go. Simple. Make everybody cry. But you know, if you're crying right now,
wipe the tears away,
and you'd like to stop, check out this video right here.
You can't have tears in your eyes when you watch this.
Also, later on today, the Q&A that we forgot to put out on Friday will be out.
Yes.
So yeah,
keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, bye. See you later.